tell me how important is it to cap any sort of angst or nervousness or negativity that the team might be feeling after a tough one like that on Saturday?
Well, I mean, again, it's never, I mean, been around it for 20-something years. A loss is a loss regardless of when it is, and certainly your first loss at home, it's tough. You know, we've worked extremely hard at camp, and we still feel like we've got a good football team, and this is independent of anything that would have happened 3 years ago.
Right.
So, you know, this is a new team. It's not last year's team. It's not the year before. This is this year's football team. So it's independent of itself. And now what we've got to do is compartmentalize, and we've got to figure out the things that we need to figure out and improve upon the things that actually cost us a football game.
And on that point, independent of what's happened, just the phrase of keep the picture small and keep it relevant to what's happening now, right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've got to fix our penalty issue. We had 11 penalties to their 6, so we doubled up their penalties, which that alone would have probably won the game for us. Mm-hmm. And if we hang on to the football, there's another opportunity to win the football game. So, yeah. I mean, and then again, it's all phases, all 3 phases of what we're doing. So we got to get better at covering kickoffs. We've got to get better at returning the kickoffs. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that you don't necessarily see that would help our drive starts, that would inevitably help us win football games.
Was it strictly more of a fundamental type loss, like not having the proper fundamentals, having them all fall apart instead of what's happened in the past where, concentration has been lacking or confidence has been lacking?
Yeah, we had a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter, and then we allow them to respond with a drive, and we have a busting coverage which allows 7 points, which now makes it a 1-score game. Right. And then we compound a negative by coming right back and turning the ball over. Which allows them to get the lead, So a couple of things, and like I say, on the offensive phase and on the defensive phase. So, again, we've got to find a way to not do those things in order to win the games.
It seemed like veterans doing some things that not normally is what we're used to them seeing, Javon fumbling. And I don't know if Beatty tried to kill that ball instead of kicking it, but it was kind of uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I mean, he's a 90-something% kicker from 47, and we don't get the ball to the end zone. So I don't, it's not what he normally would do. Again, he's 90-something%, and so again, we'll hang with him, and he's still going to be our guy to bat for us.
McLeod after the game said, "This is a challenge for us now. We know what's happened in the past, so what do you do about it? Do you change it, or do you just sit there and continue to make mistakes and find ways to win football games?" How do you like that challenge from your leader?
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, and the thing I told him after the game is, thank God it's a short week so we can get back out and play. I watched the Montreal football team this morning. It's going to be a real test. I mean, they're a really good football team in all phases. They've got really good players. They've figured out how to win. And so I look forward to seeing where we stack up against them.
Bringing in Josh Hagerty for, I assume, special teams.
Yeah, we've had an injury or two that it required us to bring a guy in that knows not only our defensive system, but now he's got to come in and play special teams and be a big part of what we're doing. So look forward to having him.
Shackle's out for a bit.
Yeah, he's out for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Didn't see Boyko or Luchez out here. Are they still wait and see?
Yeah, it's wait and see on both of those guys. We'll see. All right.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.